Welcome guys to the Outcast Trading. My name is Jack and I'll be happy to share with you today my insights over the Forex markets. It's been a year since I recorded the last one, so it's good because we can actually make a new roadmap for our Forex trading. My favorite one is the major, it's Euro USD, and we'll start from Euro USD. So, well, we'll start from monthly and we'll start plotting our levels here. So first of all, what you could actually see, it's bounce over this liquidity zone last year, and since then actually Euro USD is it's pretty bearish, and my longer term pivot was somewhere here. So this is monthly liquidity zone coming here, which is like being respected for, I mean, price didn't go below since March 2003. So this level 1.05, it's actually a big one. So what happens next? We've seen pretty bearish price action recently on all the fucking markets, besides US dollar and DXY. DXY is just in a moon, on a moon mission. So Euro USD actually got into parity. So Euro got into parity with US dollar, and for short amount of time it was trading, as you can see, even slightly below the parity, which means Euro, first time since actually December 2002, was cheaper than US dollar, and that's not good. So what we are looking here, we are looking at monthly, and as you probably know, I like to plot my working zones, and we'll start from monthly because we need to get a bigger picture. So the bigger picture here, it's Euro USD is basically I would even go with this level. It will be better for me somewhere like this. So we want to catch the top of the range, and because I'm a range trader and I like looking at ranges, here we have the bottom of the range. So what does it mean on a monthly scale? Because this range is plotted on the monthly scale, we are waiting actually for this monthly to close. If it closes below, most likely some retest into this liquid zone and probably journey down. So I'd be looking for the next level coming somewhere here. This will be the next support zone around 96,500, and this is what I'll be looking at. If it goes lower, then we have pretty nice all-time low support coming here, about 85. So here is like the monthly roadmap. So we are waiting on the monthly basically for this candle to close. But if we go to the weekly, the picture doesn't change too much, but what we can see on the weekly. So we had this first bullish close since 3 weeks, and actually there is some kind of a bullish divergence shaping up. So what I will be looking for here, we have the top liquidity zone, here we have the bottom liquidity zone. So my style of trading says like short here, long here, and you'll be fine. Or short here, take profit here. So for longer term trades, this is kind of a zone which we are to follow. With this bullish divergence, it's showing some kind of a retracement in this downtrend, in the short-term downtrend. So I'll be looking for trading somewhere in between. It doesn't look too good. It's not bullish. it's actually pretty fucking bearish, especially with the weekly closes below this weekly liquidity zone. So let's see how it works. Basically, be warned about the weekly 21 EMA. Whenever it comes, it will be a strong resistance in my opinion, and I don't know if we can already do the fib pull. It's worthless right now. I'm not looking at it. So let's go with those zones. So your major levels, rounding up just to simple numbers, it's 104, 160, down to, let's say, 95,300. So those are your levels. You want to be rather looking at the chart in a way that it is a range until it's broken, and whenever it breaks, you have an understanding, an idea how to trade it to the upside. If it breaks to the bottom, you can trade it to the bottom. Just wait for the break, retest, and short it or long it, depending on the direction. So Euro USD on all the time frames is bearish. Daily also, if we go to a daily, because you want to have an idea about the daily, stochastics are up. It is technically at 21 EMA on a daily, but testing 55 wouldn't break anything here from this breakout perspective. So yeah, as I said, those zones are still valid. I would be still short biased on it, but waiting for retracements, because this rapid movement and this big ass movement, it's not something you want to be aggressively long into, and you don't want to be shorting the bottom. So right now it's near the top of the range. I would wait still higher, like 103,500 to 104,500, somewhere here in this zone. I'll be looking for short in my trading. Of course, it's not a financial advice. Don't follow my trading. This is my money at risk, not yours. So do your own analysis. Okay, so we're bearish on Euro USD. It's going lower, in my opinion, over time. But right now, especially if we look at the hourly and 4 hour, this is kind of a flaggy behavior here. Retesting, regaining the 21 and 55 EMA, and movement on up to 103. It's nothing for it. I think it will go up a little, maybe a little more. It still will be a good short opportunity, but I don't think it's yet. So I wouldn't be shorting here. I would be shorting higher. If you want to, you can also go with some long trades, something like this. Of course, managing with closures, not with the static stop loss. Some scalps to the top of the range. This is basically how I would play it here, but not shorting yet. Wait, be patient, a little higher. And you shall be rewarded or not, or wrecked. It depends what market will do. So one more time, also on 4 hour, the magical J stocks are crossing to the upside, giving a weak buy signal. So I would be looking for the fast component of it to go to the critical zone. Then it will be probably around 200 EMA and SMA here on this picture, which gives a lot of confluence and a lot of resistance for the price to go through. So let's go to the next one, GBP USD. And as always, let's start from the monthly and let's start plotting our chart. So GBP USD, actually first time since I have a price history, so since May 93, it's actually, and first time since, what was that, March 2020, it's testing the bottom of the range. So if you guys look at it, like what I like to look at the chart most of the time, and maybe I'm Forex biased because Forex is just a giant oscillator, but most of the time the price action will be ranging. Okay, there are rare occasions where it will be trending, and if it will be trending, the time it spends in a trend is really short compared to the time it spends in range. So my way of trading and on GBP USD is pretty simple. So here you have the top resistance of the range, here you have the bottom of the range, which is technically not yet broken. So it is a support zone. That's why I wouldn't be shorting exactly here. If I want to short and I want to play some kind of a, let's say I'm anticipating it going lower, so I would be waiting for the price action to go a little higher, maybe to the POC of the range. So it will be 131, 100, which is confluent with the 21 EMA. Of course, it's ranging, so EMAs are worth shit, but it's on the support. So only way you can trade it here, it's either to the upside or wait for a better short opportunity. So what will be better short opportunity? And well, retracement somewhere higher, so bounce and short it, let's say from POC, I told 131, 100 would be a really nice short if you want to trade it to the bottom of the range. Or wait for the break, so I mean closure, at least on a monthly basis, below this range, and then you know, just sell the retest. So monthly is maybe too big for Forex. But what you can see on weekly also, same situation as in Euro USD, but GBP looks a little bit better than Eurozone. So you have a bullish divergence here. You can see it on RSI. You have JStocks or stochastics just bottoming out and like bouncing off the critical zone here, and it's not the best buy signal, but I wouldn't be shorting exactly here. I know on a weekly basis, if we go, this range is technically broken, but I don't consider like on lower time frames a break until I have a close and a follow through. So I need to have a closing dildo, bearish, then follow through, bearish, then I consider the range broken. Right now, it's still playing with this bottom. We have yeah, what if you really want to be aggressive, you could make a case to play this liquidity zone, but this is like the worst period to actually short it is here. It's better to wait for a clean break, retest, and make your life easy, or wait for it to come back to the range, get the 31,100, which is actually around 200 EMAs and SMAs, which is normal in the range because all the EMAs tend to go closer and closer together, and more the range majors. So it's still the range. I like it more than Euro USD. Euro USD is like more of a question mark right now, but this one is pretty clear. It's still a range until it's broken. So I can go to the lower time frame, to the daily, and you can see also multiple bullish divergences here. RSI broke the EMA. So it's rather bullish than bearish. The daily closure, it's very promising. Of course, there is 21 EMA holding it, but stochastics are up, and I mean, I can see it easily going to 120 to 500 next week. Maybe a little higher, but this is like the 55 EMA, also pretty critical zone. 4 hour, almost the same picture as Euro USD, but better. So yeah, it's kind of a bullish setup. This is the setup. If it was not the end of the week, I would be taking it. So you have a retest, reclaim, 21.55. They start sloping up. I will make it bigger, so you can see 21 starts sloping up, 55 starts sloping up, 21 above 55, 200 EMA and SMA are converging and like preparing to cross over, or well, we don't know what will happen, but they are not bad, and this is the setup which I would be actually taking by myself. So this 21 EMA long, and just play it. So yeah, this is GBP USD, GBP JPY, because some people trade it. I mean, it's called the beast, it's called Widowmaker, and actually there is a case for it. It's just crazy. So yeah, it's still, because it's Forex, so on monthly it's still consolidating. It's above 200 EMA and SMA, 21 EMA, 55 going up, no bearish, real bearish divergences. Stochastics are overcooked, but they can stay here for a while. So on monthly it's looking pretty good if I was to make some kind of a zone. So yeah, it's a small liquidity zone coming here, so it's technically resistance, you would guess. Here is another bigger zone which I will be looking for on monthly, and of course big pivot area to watch. It's the all-time low. Okay, so here in this case on monthly, well, let's wait another week for monthly closure, but doesn't look too bad. If we go to weekly, yeah, this weekly it's not very promising. What I would guess, more consolidation. So probably here is your short-term area to watch. So here is your support, here is your resistance. Okay, I'll remove the monthly, we don't need it right now. So here is support, here is the resistance, so play both. So if the price action comes here, I'm planning to long. If the price action comes here, I'm planning to close my long. So this is my working area. If it breaks to the bottom, then you have another zone, 149, 173. Also confluent with the 200 EMA and SMA, which tend together to be a really good support zone. And yeah, if the price closes below 156, 157, let's say, I will be looking for a trade down to the 200 EMA and SMA and probably this zone. As you can see, it's pretty nice roadmap for it. So this is how I would trade it. If it goes higher, then we have another liquidity zone, another resistance coming here. So if it breaks to the top, 173.870 would be really nice area to close your longs if you're long. Right now I wouldn't long here. I would make a case for short, but it's already reacted from the top. It's in a short-term uptrend, so I'm not really going to short the uptrend. It's not my style. I would wait here to long, take it to the top. So once again, how I trade the market, you don't need to do it like this. I treat it like the range. If this range gets broken, I can make trades here. If it gets broken to the bottom, I can make trades here, okay, and make my money. I don't have to catch the whole nice trending moves because they happen not so often, and waiting for them, it's painful, and I need to make money for living. This is what I do. Okay, let's go to USD JPY, and guess what? It's fucking bullish as hell. It's just it's just ripping. I mean, it's literally at the levels not seen since September 93. It's like fucking crazy. It's crazy. So yeah, it is bouncing off the resistance. I would guess like it's monthly, so let's go with the line. I would guess, yeah, let's focus on this zone, okay, on the macro. So it's bullish, it's in the uptrend. It will be because of the RSI are really high right now, and the stochastics are also really high, and volatility is really high. I would be looking for a retracement sooner than later on it, but not less than 119. I mean, I don't. This is like the zone. This is the zone on the monthly, which I will be looking as a support for the price action. So here is my monthly take on it. It's bullish. Let's go with the weekly. I didn't see it before. So okay, yes, we see the reaction on the weekly. We have a bearish divergence, pretty obvious on the RSI, and this is one of those divergences I really like, which is high into the critical zone, which I'd like to play. You can see the stochastics are pretty overcooked, and fast component is already giving a direction to the downside, so probable retracement to 129,340. So this will be a short-term level. Overall, it can go even lower to 121,490 because it's 55 EMA on the weekly. On the top side, I wouldn't be surprised before it goes lower. It will test, I think, 141,600-ish would be a good area where it will be if it wants to make some kind of an SFP or a test. But overall, as you can see from this picture, let's remove the monthly. We won't be using monthly too much. I just wanted to get into those markets right now. So this is a weekly, pretty strong. Jesus, I have to. It's looking like monthly. It's really strong resistance, as you can see, a liquid zone. So that one, when the price gets into it, it's worth waiting. But bottom of this liquidity zone is at 55 EMA on the weekly. So it's kind of area where you want to be looking for managing your long, or eventually going long yourself. So yeah, that's all. USD CHF. What is the daily? Daily is closing below the 21. So as I said, I wouldn't be surprised if it goes higher to this 141,400 level. Overall, it looks like the retracement is coming. There are multiple bearish divergences, as you can see them here on the RSI and RSI at the neutral zone. And well, yeah, I think it will go lower. I think it's a retracement time and a little bit of hopium and bullishness in the markets traded in US dollar. USD CHF, well, it's getting already too much. So yeah, it looks like a retracement. It's a mess of a chart. You know what? I would be surprised if somebody wants to trade it. Swiss economy is pretty decent, so I wouldn't be overly it's just stable. I don't like this chart. I mean, I could make a case, so let's go with the monthly and do your own analysis. It's just bullshit. It's not worth it. It's a lot of currencies in a fucking world, and I don't see the reason why you would trade this one. It's just in a range. It's very sloppy. It's very weaky. A lot of liquidity hands. So for it will be fun if it finally breaks this range. There are some, as you can see, we can make a case for a big ass triangle, and because it is like, so here is about triangles. I don't, or wedge, or a channel, basically a consolidation. So if it makes lower highs here and it fails to go into the support zone again, well, it's not good. Okay, so in this case I would be looking at this pattern. I'm not a pattern trader if I make a measure move, so going lower would be expected, but it's like trying to give a meaning to something which is meaningless, which is actually just a price action. So yeah, here is some kind of a consolidation shaping. I don't like this chart. I'm not planning to look at it anymore, and I will remove it from my list because it's just bullshit. Here we have the support to be watching for, also probably confluent with the 200 EMA and SMA when they get here. If they get here, if the price gets here, it is a good area to watch and to manage your potential trades. Other than that, what I can say is just a mess from here to here. So just randomly selecting the zones and trying to find them here, it's pointless, so I would go with this bigger zone. Okay, Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, well, those are let's remove the drawings. Let's go with the monthly. Oh, okay, monthly is Forex monthly, so it's meaningless right now. It's not clear. So yeah, what I would go, here is the support, here is the resistance. We have a range, same behavior, buy the support, sell the resistance, nothing else right now. If it breaks, you can try trading it to the downside. If it breaks to the upside, you can try trading it to the upside. Same on a daily. Bullish divergences coming here on RSI. Stochastics are up, looks like a reaction bounce. I would be looking for a zone for a bounce up to 65,160, which will be pretty good area to make money at. And yeah, so the same as always, we have another zone coming here. So here is the all-time low, here is another support coming midterm, and let's plot our top interest point. So here is the next zone. So here is how I'm looking at. Okay, so if it goes to the upside, as always, my analysis is simple. I don't try to predict the market. I just want to make myself a living trading. So if I am to trade, I'm going to trade this zone. If it breaks to the upside, trade this zone. If it breaks higher, then we can make another resistance coming here, more or less, and trade it using those zones. Okay, so for me it looks like it wants to retrace, it looks like it wants to get a little bit higher, maybe consolidate a little. It's at the big ass support zone, so I wouldn't be shorting exactly here. And if it breaks to the bottom, this is how I'm trying to trade, and this is the next range. Okay, so it's pretty simple in my way. As you can see, I'm not using too much tools. I'm using EMAs. Also, as you can see on the daily, the 21 EMA got broken, retested, and it looks like the price action wants to go short term at least to 63 to 60. But overall, I would think it will go to 65 180. ish or 190 ish, and you know, like test this resistance first before doing something else. I would be wary also for potential bearish hidden divergences. I know some people play them, I don't. But overall, even on the weekly, you have a bullish divergence. So, and stochastics trying to give a buy signal. So as I said, for the coming weeks, in my opinion, and this is only my opinion, I think it's a retracement time. So dollar, as we can look on a Dixie, broke the range, just fucking pump and reach the levels not seen for a long fucking time. So on Dixie, it's since September 2002. It hasn't been so strong. So what it means, if something goes up so high, it needs to consolidate a little, because some people, most people, when the price reaches certain levels, will say, okay, I'm not willing to buy. Okay, and if everybody says I'm not willing to buy, then the price starts to retrace because there is no interest higher. So the price needs to retrace. I don't know if it will happen right now, but I think this week is kind of a consolidation, retracement, giving a little relief for the traditional markets, which were covered by Mark. And also crypto, which were covered in this weekly analysis by EO. Okay guys, so that's all for today. If you have an idea what trading pair you want me to talk about, just ask in the Discord and I'll try to add it. I'll try to be more detailed later. I just need a little bit warm up and get in tune with analyzing markets weekly. But what's most important, if you're watching it on the YouTube, give a like and subscribe, please, or not. If you don't like it, you can dislike, but do something and react to this video. Also, because in 3 days we have a big first birthday of the Outcast Trading. So what it means until the end of August, if you subscribe to our Discord, which gives you the access to this video and other videos earlier than the other guys for free in the internet, and also gives you a lot more benefits, then you can subscribe with 70% discount on the first payment, first monthly payment, using the link down below the video. And well, it's time to end, so I hope you enjoyed this video. I did my best to show you the markets. I'll do more later, and I wish you will have a nice trading week. Enjoy, have fun, and see you in the next video. Take care.